Students in the UK will soon be victims of industrial action. 4.5 million students from 23,000 schools may be sent home this week, as up to 150,000 teachers could be out on strike over pay. Members of the National Education Union, the NEU, in England and Wales demand above inflation pay rises. According to reports, around 90% of the NEU's 300,000 members voted for Wednesday's walkout, and the turnout was 53%. According to a report by The Times, most schools impacted will be completely shut. Union chiefs say leaders will try to negotiate the strike with Education Secretary Gillian Keegan in last-minute efforts to avoid strike action. The action will be the first of 7 days of strike chaos, which is planned by NEU teachers in England and Wales throughout February and March.
Out here to defend our pensions, and we all know we've been here.
Well, for more on this, our correspondent Alex Isaac joins us live from London. Alex, what are the chances that these talks could lead to some breakthrough and that these strikes will be called off?
Well, it's quite unlikely, to be honest. Gillian Keegan is meeting with the representatives for NEU right as we speak at the moment. But it all comes down to, as many of the other strike issues are, about pay. And the government has said over and over again that there is no extra money in the pot to give all of these public services. So we are really at a stalemate here. And Wednesday we're going to be seeing not just this potential teachers' strike, but a whole host of strikes that are on the streets, including ambulances, staff as well, NHS workers. So we're going to see a lot of disruption on Wednesday. The schools themselves, so this is the NEU, but last month we had a strike that was called off from the NASWUT, so that's another teachers union. Their members said that they didn't want to strike, and we did hear back then that some of those union members had actually moved across to the NEU because they did want to start striking. They do believe that it's only fair that they should get an extra pay rise to be in line with inflation. But as we keep hearing again from the government, that the inflation needs to come down first before there's any discussion about pay at all. Now, we are also expecting later today that Labour will be also trying to stop some of these anti-strike bills going through. They're saying that it's still against our human rights to try and force basic staffing to be across all of those industries. But that is still going through the Commons at the moment, and that is still under discussion. None of that will affect, of course, Wednesday's general strike. But we will hear later today whether any of the talks have been successful between the Education Minister, Gillian Keegan, and the NEU later today.
Alex Isaac joining us live from London. Many thanks.